Ladies and gents, welcome back to Pitstop! A midweek special bonus episode today. Yes, because we got taken on one of the most amazing trips I think we've ever done. Hugo and RB took us to Faenza, to VCARB's factory. So here we are, we're in Faenza at the beautiful VCARB factory. They've invited us down for a little factory tour, and then apparently there's a bit of a secret challenge that we're doing afterwards. So I don't know what it is. So we're gonna go figure it out. I knew it! You go around these F1 factories, it's like being in a science lab. Huh? Everyone in kind of looks like white suits, doing really important stuff. And we saw how they make carbon fiber parts for the cars. For a start, they showed us an accelerator pedal, which is made out of carbon. Yep. I had no idea that a pedal would be made out of carbon. And there's so many layers that are all glued together. And then they have these massive ovens that they essentially put these parts in to cook them. And we got to go inside of one.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready. Go. Just like this.
I had no idea before that carbon fiber was them tiny layers stuck on each other. I didn't know what I thought it was, but I didn't think it was like that. Like almost like sellotape just stuck on another layer of sellotape on another layer. I know it's a bit more expensive than sellotape. All the molds for the parts to make the car. Crazy. Oh, it's heavier than you think. Oh, I need to hit the gym. I need to hit the gym. That's heavier than you think.
Wow, yeah, that is heavy.
There's a seat mold. This is how they would get the plastic round that and then put it in that thing. The big oven.
Fish finger oven.
Yeah. NASA. We're in NASA right now.
Yeah, what they do with carbon fiber is absolutely crazy. And the 3D printing, the way that they can almost print a part. Yeah. Or develop a part with absolutely no wastage because it's printed down.
I think everyone's quite familiar with 3D printing now, but they're using essentially a dust, a metal powder which is formed into these parts. And like you said, zero wastage. Because when you think, if you're making something out of metal, there's all the offcuts that you get. So there's going to be so much wastage. But and I think every F1 team is doing this now, but they're creating parts with no waste.
No.
Which for this sustainable future of Formula One is perfect.
So much is happening in these factories that you would not believe. From checking every single part in pitch black with the UV lights, that man with that
to
little
search
light.
for the cracks.
To highlight if there is some crack line in the component.
Checking for every single crack. That guy was the smartest guy I have ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Just opened his mouth and anything he said didn't make any sense.
You can clearly see there is some indication here, for example. Here. And we have another here. It is flat bottom hole.
But this is the factory where the cars come back to after race weekends. I mean, VCARB have it specially good because they have two factories, one in the UK, one here. But the cars go back to that factory there, literally in this side door here, be wheeled round here, and then into this huge lift. That is the biggest lift you've ever seen.
The ballast. We actually got to hold some ballast which goes in a Formula One car to make the weight up. Now, everyone calls it sandbagging, don't they? So I was expecting those little colourful sandbags that we used to play beanbags in school. But it wasn't. It's a piece of tungsten metal about this big. We'll show you a photo. And it was just so heavy.
Yeah.
I've never felt the weight of it before. So the factory tour was nuts to see everything. There was a load of stuff we can't show because they're working on the 26 car, so we weren't obviously allowed to show any of that.
No.
We weren't even allowed to see it. We saw a few bits, so if anyone wants to pay us. But then it was on to the pit stop practice.
Yeah, was not expecting this. Have never, ever been in a Formula One car before. Every time we see an F1 car anywhere, I always want to get in it. I wanted to sit in an actual F1 car and they let us do pit stop practice with their team. It was unbelievable.
I want to say, I wanted to try the gun until I found out that it's actually quite incredibly dangerous. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can actually break your wrist using the gun. So I was quite happy when they said that you're not doing that. All you got to do is hold a sign out. And I was extremely happy.
You were good at the sign, mate.
Because I was the lollipop lady.
Yes, and the lollipop lady deserves credit.
This is one thing, right, that I didn't realise in this modern day of Formula One. They still have a lollipop lady. So now you have the lights that let you know when to go, when to stop for a pit. but they still have someone who holds a sign out above where the wheel should go, so that when the driver comes in, they can line it up perfectly with the guy who's gunning the wheel on and off.
Yep.
Easier said than done.
Okay, when you want, we can try.
Right, no mistakes. Oh my god.
Okay.
Too early?
Yeah, like this.
I really struggled with it because the halo, I've never, obviously when you drive on the game or you drive in a sim, you don't have a halo in front of you.
When a driver's on circuit, they're often looking like at the corner, so they're not looking directly at the halo pole.
Yeah.
But when you're coming into the pits, you are.
This is amazing.
It was great that the whole team came out and gave us that experience. Both of us had a chance at the pit stops. I had to go with the lollipop as well. It was a lot easier.
Yeah, and all those lads that were there, part of the pit crew, they're all in training, they're all learning, they're all wanting to become part of the official Formula One pit crew. So they're all hungry. They're so hungry for it.
And I'm very glad that I can now finally say I've been in a Formula One car. Climbing in and out of it was a bit harder than I thought. I had no idea where to put my feet and did not want to break it.
Yeah, and it was nice to see all the old F1 cars that they've got in there over the years. Like, see like just how big they've gotten recently. I mean, I think we should go back to that small size, you know, but to see it in person. And they had like custom paint on the side of it as well, which had been done by an artist, which was just like super cool. I'd love to see a livery like that again. Yeah, it was an amazing trip. So I want to shout out for a start to VCARB for always being so good to us, but, you know, inviting us to the factory and letting us do all this. And Hugo for essentially making the whole thing happen.
Oh, it's absolutely not over yet. We haven't even shown you the biggest part yet. There's something else.
Hi Jake. Hey Fabs. Here you guys are in the factory this week, trying out a simulator. You guys challenged me to the Pitstop fastest lap challenge, so now we're challenging you to drive one of our simulators and tackle the Red Bull Ring, which obviously you guys haven't put any practice on, but we just wanted to wish you luck. Good luck.